So on behalf of the Outback Bowl and Outback Steakhouse, I'm proud to present the Most Valuable Player Award to Melvin Gordon. Congratulations.
I did. I knew it'd be it come down to 4 quarters, and I knew the team would, lean on me to make some plays. So I knew it'd be around that area. Yeah, yeah, it means a lot. We've been through so much adversity, losing our coach, our strength coach leaving, just everything, and guys filling in, Coach Alvarez filling in, Jamil filling in as strength coach. We've been through so much as a team. We haven't won a bowl game in 4 years, I think, maybe longer, and it feels good to leave out as winners and have our seniors leave out as winners as well.
Melvin, your starting center breaks a bonus leg, possibly against one route, one leg, and yet they seem to have paved the way for you guys. How vital have those guys been to you this year?
I mean, those guys are important, and they're a big part of my success. They don't get talked about too much, but if you ask me, I'll talk about them all the time. They deserve a lot of the credit. Those guys perform every day, and they work so hard. And to lose your starting center and for a backup to come in, Dallas switching over guys playing positions they haven't played before, and to still go out there and do the things they did against a tough opponent like Auburn, is phenomenal. So, I respect those guys, and I always will. Yeah, it did. It had me a little fired up. I'm not gonna lie. I had to bite my tongue a little bit when I heard it. But it's backs out there that's gonna challenge you, and you just gotta step up to the plate. And I think I did that.
How does Auburn's defense compare to some of the other teams?
Those guys are fast. I'm not gonna lie. It was some times where I felt like I could have got out of there, and it was a D lineman, and when those guys grab you, it's hard to get out. Those guys are, hats off to those guys. I ran well against those guys today, but I do feel, there's some fast players, some athletic guys, and probably one of the athletic teams I went up against this year. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. We don't want to, that product we put on the field against Ohio State wasn't us, and we want to come out here and show the world that we're better than that. We got caught at a bad time. It just wasn't our day, and we got some guys back healthy. We got some guys back right, and we came out here and we did our thing today against Auburn.
Get out of the game healthy, and has that been any issue for you all year?
No,
Maintaining your health?
no. I mean, as a running back, as any player, you have some bumps and bruises. You might be a little sore, but thank God, I've came out, I've been able to come out healthy, all these games, and been able to help, produce for this team. And even today, I'm a little banged up, a little sore, but after a few days, I'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, looking back, it was a lot of people probably thought it was the wrong decision, and a lot of people thought I should have left. But I feel I get better every year, and I felt I was going to be a better player than I was last year, and it was some things I wanted to achieve, and I didn't get the Big Ten championship, but I got the bowl game out of it, and I think I became a better player overall. So I did the things I needed to do, and I feel like this year was a success. I just wanted to get it and secure it. I mean, if he'd have got it to me, if he didn't slip, it was a first down. And I think we go down there and we score and we end the game because, 3rd and 4, those guys, they blocked it up perfect. But if we fumble there, it changes the game. They win, So in my head, I'm just thinking secure the ball, get on it, and try to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We just comment on
Yeah, I mean it was close. I knew it'd be tough to get. I was so far away, and the Ohio State game kind of set me back a little bit. Um, but maybe it's out there for someone else to break. It might take some time. It's not easy. I mean, trying to get that. I'm still to this day. I don't know how he did it. Well, I do know how he did it. He's an amazing player, but I mean, it's been tough, and but it'll be someone out here one day that can reach that record.
Whenever time you guys scored throughout and came back into the league, this team never, despite what happened at Ohio
Yeah.
State College, you guys never really quit.
No, we've been through it all. We've been through so much adversity. We've been down 17-3. I mean, we've been through it all this season. So we were prepared for everything. We were prepared for the shootout. We had it against LSU, going back and forth. We coming up, them taking a win. I mean, it is what it is. But I feel like we were ready. We were more prepared for the adversity this time around, and we stepped up to the plate, and we were able to finish this time. Bowl game win. I mean, I've been here for 3 years now, and before, but the past three, we lost every bowl game, and it sucked. It's not a good feeling to go through spring, to go through summer, and to go through the season and then not end it off the right way. It sucks. It sucks. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. And now to go off as a champion of the Outback Bowl. I mean, it feels good because that means everything that we did leading up to this point paid off.
How important was it for you personally and the team for Coach Alvarez to say, yeah, we'll come out?
It was important. It was important, and we needed someone that could be able to handle things, that been through this before, and he was the perfect guy. And I felt like I owed him one. When he coached here last time, I was a young player, and I didn't really have a role, but I played a little bit. But we lost that game when he was coaching, and that kind of sat with me too. And I had an opportunity for a legendary coach like that to come out of retirement and to be able to coach you not once but twice. You gotta make something happen. And this game was important, for us as a team, especially the guys that've been here to win this one for them.
Looking at the team after the game, the emotion on that field, and that ball hitting the upright was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was it really a load off your shoulders?
Oh, so much. Like I said, you lose that many bowl games, and it's almost people expect you to lose. And those guys, some of those guys may not ever play football again. And this game they'll remember forever. And they don't, now when they tell their kids, about their last game, they can say they won it. And that just sat in my head, and I tried to get it through those guys' heads. That this game meant everything, especially to the guys, to the seniors that won't be able to suit up again and play for the Badgers ever again in their life, as bad as they want to. This game was so important, and I'm so glad we won.